Mariah Carey or Justin Bieber?
Ooh, okay. Now, I'm just thinking in terms of songs, Mistletoe is like up there. So,
Hey friends, it's your girl, Emily Curl. Welcome back to my iHeart studio. Today we're hanging out with singer, songwriter, and producer, Jake. We have Jake here with us. Hi, Jake.
what's up, y'all? How's it going?
Jake, it's so good to see you. We're so glad to have you here. Before we dive into everything, I gotta ask you about your name. Obviously, it's pronounced Jake, but it's JVKE. How did you land on this for your name?
My first song was called Upside Down, and we had the idea to do JAKE, but then take the A and put it upside down, so it was a V. So it kind of worked out. It was just a little cool thing, but everyone knew me as Jake, so I was like, we'll just stick with that.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, that matches the upside down with the A. Okay, that makes sense. So Jake, take me back to the beginning. Did you start making music when you were a kid in this room?
Yeah, so I grew up, I lived in like a few different houses, but I've been in this one for about 10 years. And yeah, I grew up in a very musical family. My mom is a music teacher, and basically she started teaching me piano lessons when I was 3. I really didn't want to practice. I more so just wanted to go have fun with my friends, but my mom was like, "You'll thank me later." She always said that. And yeah, so like growing up, I was kind of reluctant to practice. And then I jumped from piano to guitar to drums, and I never really fell in love with any instrument. And then at the age of 14, I got a computer, and I was like, yo, I want to make beats. I want to try making beats. And then I completely fell in love with it. I started using all the skills that I had been developing. And from that point on, I've just been making music. So that's really where it all started.
And now, from what I understand, you and your mom would also work together on these beats, right? Was your mom a part of this process?
So basically, in a lot of my TikToks, that was kind of my viral idea, was to, because my mom is really competent with music, she doesn't actually do any of the creative process, but she is actually like pressing all the buttons in the right timing and everything. That's been like super cool. Like, she's one of my best friends. So like we just literally, work together on videos, and it's always a blast.
That's so fun. I mean, does she ever send you songs like, we should do this, let's do this mashup, let's create this beat? Like, how does y'all's working relationship work?
Yeah, no, she's always on TikTok, keeping up with a lot of the latest trends. So she'll send me videos like, I like this song or whatever. So it's a lot of fun.
Let's talk about Upside Down for a second, because that song absolutely took TikTok by storm. And I feel like that sort of shot you into this like whole different era and dimension of your career. What was that time like for you, like knowing that this music was going so viral?
Yeah, it was crazy. The timing was right around the beginning of the pandemic. And basically I was just writing songs, trying to be a writer and producer for other people. And so by that time, I already had about 400 songs in my catalog. I was around
400?
I was around 18, 19 years old or so. And basically I'd just been writing since I was 14. At that point, I was like, I had this idea, let's just post some videos with my mom, make it look like she's making this on the spot. But in reality, I was spending like a few hours on each beat, and it just went viral, blew completely up. And then on like the third time, I was like, maybe I should like just throw some vocals on it to see what will happen. And it just so happens that the one I put vocals on became one of my biggest, obviously, TikTok sounds ever, with 15 million videos made. It was just insane. And that's Upside Down. It was crazy. I remember the first time I saw like Charli D'Amelio use the sound. It was at about 1 million videos at the time. And I was like, wait, this is about to be like a monster. Like, this is crazy. And so, yeah, just experiencing all of that was like, this is new. Like, I was not ready for it at all.
How has your life changed? What does your life look like right now?
Obviously, before I was just focused on writing for other people, but through Upside Down, I was able to start writing for myself, which was ultimately what I wanted to do, but I just didn't have a platform. So I became an artist. It was my first song I ever released. And now since then, I've just been putting out music, and people seem to be connecting with it. And so, yeah, that's pretty much been it. I've just been growing my catalog, posting new music, and posting a lot of TikToks.
How does it feel for you to be at home right now in Rhode Island? Like, to see your friends and your family, what do they think about all of this? Like, are they like, Jake's a star?
Man, it's funny because like when it first started happening, TikTok was pretty like new to everyone, especially to people around like even my age and like a little bit older. Like, they weren't really on TikTok, a lot of my family, but I had this one cousin who was like super caught up with TikTok, and she saw me hanging out with all these different TikTokers. She was like the only one freaking out. I was like, yeah, she gets it, like this is actually happening. But now people are starting to realize, oh, wow, like TikTok is one of the most powerful platforms in the world right now. So it's crazy.
And let's talk about music you released since then. This is what Falling in Love feels like. Tell me a little bit about this song.
Yeah. So this song, I had this idea to make a song that isn't so much focused on the lyrics, but just make sure the feeling represents something. I wanted to make a song that sounds like what falling in love feels like. And so I just started off with like a violin. I was like, maybe that would feel kind of romantic or something. And then maybe we have this moment where it's like, boo, and it's like this whole thing. And so I just had this idea in my head and I started to flesh it out, and I just kind of let it take me wherever it wanted. And the song is very unconventional in its order and how it repeats things. And it actually has 3 different tempos throughout the entire song. It progressively gets faster. A lot of people don't know that. It's very subtle, but the song in general, I was just like, let's just take this feeling wherever it wants to go.
And were you falling in love? Are you in love?
Currently not right now, but I was like, I have been before, and I was trying to like put it into music, how it feels like. But yeah, no, I was like, if I could describe it in any way, like, let me just make a song and see if people relate to that.
It's interesting that you can describe your emotions through song, because I also want to talk about your most recent release, your song Anxiety, which was a powerful song and, you know, something that I feel like a lot of us can relate to. Tell me a little bit about creating this musically. Is this how you feel like anxiety feels like to you?
Yeah. I had always wanted to write a song about anxiety because it was something I struggled with a lot when I was growing up. And I wanted to make sure it was right, because I didn't want the song to just not feel like it was me and like it was my actual experience. And then eventually all the words just started coming to me and I started writing, and it all just came together very quickly. But I had always dreamed of being like, I want to write a song about like my own struggles. And so Anxiety came together. It's it's like one of the most recent posts of on my accounts. I've had like multiple people reach out to me and be like, hey, this song has like really encouraged me, or like I super relate to this song. And even someone reached out saying that the song had saved their life, which was like crazy to me.
Wow.
Just to know that I can connect with people on such a deep level has been like just a whole new thing. And I love it. I love being able to reach out to people, not just in their fun moments, but when they're going through something.
Yeah. What I think is interesting about this song is if you just listen to it, it sounds like a happy song.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I wanted it to kind of be a release of anxiety rather than just making it feel like anxiety. I wanted to express it like, I'm getting this all out and this is how it feels to say how I feel. And so I didn't want it to be super dark and depressing. I wanted it to be an uplifting song so that people, when they feel anxious, they can go and listen to that song and feel better.
Are you creating any other music based on any emotions or any feelings, kind of like your last two? Can we expect more?
Yeah, no, right now I've been in the studio like just all the time in the past few weeks, because I had just done my first few shows ever, and it was taking up a lot of time. But then I got back, I was like, I want to get back in the studio and I want to write as much as possible. And so I'm just getting back into the flow of things, and there's some really cool stuff on the way. So I'm super excited to be putting that out.
I was so excited about your shows too. What was that experience like for you? Did you like being on stage, being in front, or do you prefer being in the studio making the beats? Which one did you like better?
It's just like, it's so different to see like the things that I was doing in my bedroom all alone for however many years it's been, are now I'm able to go out in public and people are just sharing their experiences with me. After the show, I got to talk to multiple people and they were just like, man, like I heard this song here and it just like felt like nothing I'd ever felt before. I was like, wow, the things I'm doing back home are really affecting people. And it changed my perspective, but I love both. They're both amazing. I love creating, but I love being able to see what the creation has done to people.
Yeah. Does your mom have a favorite of new songs you're working on or new releases you're coming out with?
She always noted with Anxiety, she just loved the message of that one. You know, she's like, yeah, like you should make more stuff like this. And I was like, I agree. Like people are really being affected by this and I need to continue to push this out. So that's one of her favorites.
Well, speaking of family, it's the holiday season. So we thought we could get to know you a little bit better by playing a quick rapid fire holiday game. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. First one. Christmas tree, real or fake?
Fake.
Really? Okay. And how do you guys like to decorate it?
I haven't decorated it in a while, but growing up, it was just like always a hassle. Like we had done the full like real Christmas tree experience, which is dope, But now I'm just like, like let's just put up a fake one and then do it and like have the experience, but not go too crazy into it because it's a lot of work.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Okay. What about eggnog or hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate all day.
Are you an eggnog person?
Not really. No. It's like,
Me neither.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Secret Santa or White Elephant?
Ooh, yeah. We call it Secret Santa. Lots of fun. I think Secret Santa.
Okay. What about the best and worst gift you've ever received?
It's kind of at the point now where my parents have no idea what to give me. And usually if they do get me something, it's like, well, that wasn't exactly the one that I wanted, so I'm going to need to return it anyways. So I would say the best gift is whenever my parents just like give me money. They're like, hey, like we have no idea what you want for Christmas, so here, go buy what you wanted. And then the worst gift, one time someone got me a soap dispenser, and I don't know why, but it was like a gag joke, but I don't really get it. It didn't really connect.
Do you use the dispenser? No.
No, it's somewhere in my closet. I don't know.
Okay, what about Mariah Carey or Bing Crosby?
I would have to go with Mariah Carey.
Really?
She's so fire. So dope. Especially, the most famous song of hers, All I Want for Christmas. Like whenever that comes on, especially on TikTok, it's just like, oh, Christmas is coming again. So it's a good reminder.
Okay, what about Mariah Carey or Ariana Grande?
Yeah, probably Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey or Justin Bieber?
Ooh, okay. Now, I'm just thinking in terms of songs, Mistletoe is like up there. So
that's one of my favorites too. Is that your all-time favorite Christmas song?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, let's go to New Year's. Do you like to stay in or go out for New Year's?
Probably go out. But usually I have family in from like pretty much all over the East Coast. They all come to Rhode Island. And so we usually do a lot of fun stuff.
Okay, what about your best and worst New Year's Eve?
Best New Year's Eve. Man, honestly, I love every New Year's because I'm the type of guy to like start a bunch of New Year's resolutions and only keep like half of them until like a few months in and then they're all gone. But I love the feeling of just like setting them all up and being excited for something that probably won't actually go through with. So pretty much every year I love when New Year's comes around, but I'm trying to think of the worst experience. I mean, it's pretty trash when you're alone on the New Year's Eve and then people are like kissing and stuff and it's like good for you but not really.
Okay, so we need you to make the rebuttal to this is what falling in love feels like to this is what being alone on New Year's Eve on midnight feels like.
There you go. Yeah, I probably should. I know that feeling well. So
Okay, so I've got to ask, what about New Year's resolutions? Do you already have one for 2022?
Yeah, I usually right before the year ends, I'll write out a list of goals for the year for different things I want to accomplish in the music category. And actually just the other day, I got Grammy nominated for a song that I produced for Eric Bellinger. He's an R&B artist. And basically that was something that I wrote down in my goals for 2021. So I'm really excited to set some new goals and try to achieve those. But yeah, one of them said, get nominated for a Grammy. And it was like,
oh my God, Jake, congratulations. That's huge.
Thank you. I know,
amazing.
It's insane. It's insane.
Well, Jake, it's so exciting. So nice to meet you and chat with you. Congratulations on everything else. What else can we look forward to from you in the new year? And tell our audience where they can find you.
Yeah. So in the new year, I'm going to be posting a ton of new music. But typically I test it out first on TikTok. So if you want to see my newest stuff, you'll see it on TikTok at JVKE. And then, to find my music, it's the same thing pretty much everywhere else. Just type in JVKE and you'll find me. But yeah, expect a lot more TikToks, a lot more music coming out this year. Maybe an album or EP. We'll see.
Thank you so much for your time. And hopefully we'll see you again in the new year.
Yes, thanks so much for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Thanks so much for watching our interview with Jake. Make sure you stream all of his music on iHeartRadio, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.